All right. Peace and blessings, family. I just wanted to make a quick video before I get on my other projects that I'm doing. So, this video is in regards to kind of piggybacking off my last video in regards to Jam Master Jay in the NFAC. So, in this video, basically, I want to just go over like 10 points of some things that's not adding up. And my philosophy on life is I don't like to tell people how to think. I just want people to think. So I want to go over these 10 points, and if you like the video, just give me a like. But before I get started, I want to give a shout out to a couple people that had some things to say on on this new developments that's going on in our country, and it's Big Bear Living, and they are distorting your rhythm. And another channel is And Then This Happened. So let's get right into it. So point number one is that I'm not saying that this guy is fake, and I'm not saying that he's the truth, but there are some things that strike me as real questionable, fishy, and we're gonna get right into it. Now, the reason why I have something to say on it is that I'm a black person. He's taken on a position of leadership in the community, and being that I'm a part of the community, I feel I have something to say. So with that being said, the first thing is that he doesn't strike me as being a leadership type of person. Now, this first point is highly subjective. What one person finds having a leadership quality, another person might be like, "Ah, man, he's a good leader. You just hating." And you know, it's basically that determination is going to be in the eye of the beholder. But you know, working like different jobs, you know, like a lot of my jobs I've worked, I've been around leaders, and I've led myself, being a leader of men. And a lot of times there's certain characteristics that these people have. One of them is taking responsibility and having accountability. And the reason why those two, among many things, is very important is that when you in a leadership position, you have to be accountable for the people that's following you. If you, if nothing else, you know. So not only are you accountable for yourself, but for the people that's following you. That's what makes a leader a good leader. That they're not just gonna basically lead you astray, and if something happens, they want to know that you don't just got your back, but you have everybody that's following you's back. So that's one of the first things that I want to say, and I'm not gonna get too deep into that because I want to make this video real short. The second point that I want to highlight is that I went over and looked at a couple of the videos from different YouTube channels, and on one particular video, he was being interviewed by a local radio station. And this local radio station, they had a list of questions that they was going through and asking him, and there were certain questions that he was visibly real uncomfortable talking about. So one question, to be specific, that he was really uncomfortable talking about is the question they was like, so Grandmaster Jay, just tell the people about you, you know, about who you are as a person and some of your history as far as you and the NFC is concerned. And he basically said a little bit about himself, but he was very adamant in regards to saying that whatever's in his past or whatever he's done in his history, it doesn't have nothing to do with what he's doing right now, and everything that he's done in his past is just being the lead up to now, which is okay, but why not talk about it? You know, why come you really don't want to get into your history? You know, especially when you taking on a leadership role. People, a lot of people that, let me put myself as an example, and this is a hypothetical situation. Take, for instance, I wanted to join the NFAC, and I wanted to follow behind Jam Master Jay, and you know, I wanted to kind of know some things that he stands for, what he's about, and some of his history. So one of the first things I would do is, you know, I would want to know where he grew up at. I would want to know his background. You know, maybe there are some similarities. Maybe there might be some differences that I may or may not, that will resonate with me, and it would make me feel more comfortable following behind somebody that could potentially lead me in a bad direction or in a good direction. I don't know unless I know a little bit more. So, you know, I don't want to get too much more into that, but he was really uncomfortable with talking about, you know, kind of some of his history. All right. Point number 3. He's really, what I noticed about the group was they really pro-gun, and, you know, guns, and get your guns, come on out, we're gonna bring our guns. Anybody that knows anything about about wars is that guns don't win wars. Brains do. Brains wins wars. It's not about who has the biggest gun. It's not about who has the most guns. It's about who can outthink their opponent. Take a take a couple notes out of what's the book called? Help me out. It's not the 48 Laws of Power. It's the Art of War. The Art of War. And basically, the author goes on just talking about warfare, and it's a really good book. I recommend a person read it if they have any spare time. And he basically explains different points about warfare, but in one of his points, you know, is guns don't win war. So if he thinks that he's gonna go around brandishing a whole bunch of guns, and that's going to give him the upper hand if something goes down, that's a total error. All right, I'm done with that point. So let's go on to point number 4. One of the biggest points to the NFAC that he goes over is that he has no problem saying that most of his members, if not all, are ex-military. Okay. What does ex-military mean? My whole family is ex-military. And if something was to go down, maybe their ex-military skills might come in handy. They may not. But the point is, you have people that's 20 years old that can be ex-military. You have people that's 60 years old, even veterans, 80 years old, are ex-military. What does it have to do with being ready or having a contribution to the cause? In what regards, or in what matter? Because there's all kinds of things about being ex-military. A lot of people that's in the military are not specifically what you would call combat warriors, or what they call infantry. Some people go to the military and their trade might be cooking. Some of them might be a music player. Some of them might be intelligence, military intelligence. There's all kind of reasons and jobs that people that do that are ex-military. But just being ex-military doesn't mean anything. You can be ex-military, and then once you get out of the army, you could be 600, 500 pounds, and you might not can run a mile. You might not have been shooting your guns, or been keeping up on shooting your rifles and being able to field strip them, or training a new technology, and things that having to do with warfare. So just throwing around the umbrella term ex-military, if you really look at it, that's not really saying a whole lot. It could be, depending on into what regards he means by ex-military, but just being ex-military, that's not really saying a whole lot. You kind of have to be more specific, but we're not going to get too much more into that. That's for a later date. Point number 5. When they came to Louisville, I was there. I was there at Ground Zero. That's where I'm from, and I wanted to kind of check out what they was doing. And I talked to a few of the members, and I just wanted some more information about the guys. Now, with any group or organization, a lot of them have headquarters. A lot of them have a website. A lot of groups have and I'm gonna use Black Lives Matter for example. They have a mission statement, explaining to people what their main objective is, and some other things. They might have business cards, or but this NFAC, they really when it comes to how they was formed, where their headquarters is, what their mission statement is, it's just real cloudy. I went on Facebook, and I couldn't really get on the page. I couldn't, when I tried to reach out to some of their members, they really couldn't give me a whole bunch of information. They was just saying, you just need to start your own chapter. And when I thought about it, I was, the first thing that came to mind was, why are y'all just going to accept me to become a member of the NFAC, and y'all not going to do a background check on me? You're not going to see if I'm a crazy person, a lunatic, somebody that might be bad for public relations. Maybe I could potentially make y'all look bad. But just giving me the green light to start my own chapter, and y'all not having any information on me, I don't know any group that would agree to those terms. All right, so let's get on to point number 6. All right, this whole gun thing, this whole firearm thing. Now, I'm not against guns. I'm pro-gun. I believe a person should have the right to protect themselves. Okay. Now, there is a big issue in the quote unquote black community when it comes to guns. Now, we have black men and we have black women, in the community. And I don't know the statistics on women, but I do know the statistics on black men, because I'm a black man. I took the liberty of, checking out the statistics on me and us. And one of those statistics is that 1 in 3, the last time I checked, 1 in 3 black men in their lifetime will go to jail. 1 in 3. That's a pretty big statistic. So I'm let that sink in for a minute. 1 in 3 black men will go to jail in their lifetime. And when they go to jail, whether or not the charges stick or they actually get a felony you know, that's basically would be observed on a case by case basis. But let's hypothetically say that they do get a felony. 1 in 3 black men have a felony on their record. If you have a felony on your record, a lot of times you are locked out of the you don't have the opportunity to own a firearm in the United States of America. So you know, there's a lot of black men that just not, you know, and black women or anybody that's part of the group that's just not going to be able to be able to own and purchase a firearm. So basically, I guess if a black person that wants to be a member of the NFAC has a conviction on their record because they can't purchase and own a gun, they have no contribution and they can't be a, you know, a certified member. There's something to think about. All right, let's go to point number 7. What's the purpose of brandishing a gun? A lot of times it's a hot topic in America is that concealed carry and unconcealed carry, or whatever the proper term for that is. And in one way, you're going around like most police officers. You have your gun on your waist and where people can see it. And then there's another situation where you have a firearm on you and people can't see it. You know, that's a topic for a whole nother day. But you know, when you go around showing people that you have a gun, what's the purpose of it? That's something that I want people to think about. Is it you want people to know that you have the potential to use the gun? You want to intimidate? Do you want to make a showing? What's the whole objective behind it? That's what I want to know. Why is it important to go around brandishing your gun if you're not going to use it? That's all I'm gonna say on that one. Point number 8, and we getting through this pretty quick. When I went through a lot of the videos, and I went through them, I did my homework, y'all. So, man, I appreciate if y'all gave me a like just for doing my homework on this and putting all this together. And any type of comment, feel free, like or dislike, go ahead and give it to me. But point number 8, I seen there was a sniper, a certified sniper on the roof of the opposite rooftop of where they were speaking at. And this sniper, he wasn't in all black. He was in Desert Storm beige. Like if you've seen like any type of official member of the army or military and they're working over in the Middle East, you know the type of beige I'm talking about. And he looked official. I don't know personally, but you're welcome to go look at it for yourself. Just go and check out the helicopter views of the march in Louisville, and what you'll see is the helicopter where they were speaking at. It's the helicopter going around in a circle, and as he's going around in a circle, he'll zoom in to the actual people on the ground, and you can also see a few times the rooftops that was around the surrounding area. And then on the opposite roof, in a very strategic location, there was a sniper in military beige, and he looked official. The reason why he looked official, in my opinion, was that he was up there. He had a long rifle. He had a chair, and he had like I think like a tripod or something set up, and he probably had a couple bottles of water, and he planned on being there for a while. And he he brought his lunch back to work to work with him. So he planned on, you know, being there and doing his job. So with that being said, you know, a good question that I would like to know was, who was the sniper working for? Was he somehow affiliated with the NFAC? Because he wasn't in all black like everybody else. He was in real Desert Storm military colors. Was he Homeland Security? Was he CIA? Was he FBI? Who knows? That's something for, you know, a person that wants to know. That's something that I would investigate. And moving on to point number 9 is, as far as the NFAC and Grandmaster Jay, what is his main goal, or the group's main goal and objective? I would like to see something along the lines of a 10-point system, an agenda of what they would like to see accomplished. Now, when he came to Louisville, one of his things was he wanted justice for Breonna Taylor. We all want justice for Breonna Taylor. She was a first-line responder. She was a person 10 toes down on the ground doing her work. She was a very beautiful young lady, and it's a tragedy that she had to lose her life in that matter. So, you know, I guess as far as his position, he wanted justice for Breonna Taylor, and you know, that's one of the main reasons that, you know, like I have something to say on it, and I want to know, you know, kind of what's his overall objective in getting justice for Breonna Taylor, or what his goal is in regards to progression towards that goal. And for the group period, I would just like to know some main goals and some objectives. And moving on to point number 10, and we're gonna end this video, is I don't never want anybody to think like me. That's if you get from my message that I want you to think like me, you done missed the whole boat. You done missed the whole boat. I want you to think for yourself. Use your own critical thinking and reasoning skills. God gave you 2 eyes, 2 ears, a mouth, a nose. He gave you your own senses. We don't have to share our own senses. We don't have to share brains. You have your own. You got that for a reason. And so, you know, when it comes to matters, what's going on in current events, just use your own thinking skills. And with that, I'm gonna end this video. Peace and blessings. Give me a like or not a like if you found what I have to say any merit. And peace.